Good morning, everybody. Today is what I eat in a day on bacon, butter, beef, and egg. I don't know if I got it in the right order. It's way too early to even worry about it. I'm starting with coffee. I'm also doing a 16-hour window of fasting, which for me ends at 8 a.m. because I ate my dinner at 4 p.m. yesterday. So I'll be back at 8 p.m. to make breakfast. I have to work. It's a work at home day for me, so I'm just getting my coffee ready here. I've got my Vital Proteins Collagen, the unflavored, which I really like it because it's unflavored. My coffee is my coffee. So the other thing that's unflavored is my iodine. I take a drop in there. This one is called Mary Ruth's. It's the first iodine I've ever tried, so I don't really know. And then I've got my Aussie Trace Minerals. This is an electrolyte. I just squirt some in. Nothing scientific. I top this up with water. And I'm ready to go to work. So I will, what time is it? I'll work for a couple of hours and then I'll come back here to make my first meal. Or when I get hungry, whichever comes after 8. All right, we'll see you in the next segment. Hi everybody, I'm back. I've done my 16 hours and then some of fasting, and I've been working this morning, but I'm getting a little bit hungry now. So today I'm going to have one of my favorite breakfasts, which is leftover beef in whatever form and eggs. So today I have leftover prime rib. I made this in the air fryer the other day, and you will by now have seen that video on YouTube. So I have this nice big chunk left over, which I've already cut some up for the dogs. So I think I'm going to give them theirs. Where did they go? Pippi, Teddy. Come on, guys. Okay, so the dogs will get theirs. Come here, you guys. There you go. There's yours. Teddy. Teddy. There's yours. Okay, Pippi over there. Okay, so they're going to have their breakfast. No, Pippi likes Teddy's better. So I am going to cut some pieces up. I like to make it nice and crispy in my frying pan and then add in the eggs. And the prime rib is it's got some nice fatty pieces on the end here. So I like to especially get those in there. They get nice and crispy, and it's very good. I'm just gonna throw that in there, get this going a bit. The other thing I'm going to put in here today is 1 egg, and I have these egg yolks left over. I'm experimenting with making a protein bread that is good for beef, butter, bacon, and eggs. That has like no allulose in it, no keto chow, no extra ingredients. I'm almost there, so as soon as I get it, I will share that with you guys. But I have leftover egg yolks from that experiment yesterday, and 1 whole egg. So I'm just going to let this get nice and crispy on the edges, and then I'll add in my eggs. And I'm going to throw in some butter once I throw in the eggs. So basically I'm going to hit all the... No, there's no bacon in this. I should have thrown in a piece of bacon and I would have hit all the food groups, but I'm hitting 3 of the 4 beef, bacon, butter, and egg groups. Okay, these are looking crispy. I'm going to throw in some butter. And my 4 egg yolks. Okay, so just gonna let that cook a bit. I'll flip it over in a couple minutes. Going to add some Redmond's. This one is onion salt. I got this variety pack yesterday, or a few days ago on Amazon. And it came with a variety, or the variety pack came with onion salt, garlic salt, and Redmond seasoning salt. So just to make things a little more interesting while I'm doing BBBE, helps with the flavor. Look how yummy those pieces of beef prime rib are getting. So I'm going to have this, and then I'm going back to work for a few hours, and I'll bring you back here for when I do my next meal, which might be my only other meal today. I'm not sure. Yesterday I only ate 2 meals because this stuff gets you really full. I mean, that's the nice thing about it, is you just sort of don't feel like eating. Once all this protein and fat kills your appetite, you just really don't feel like eating. And that's a good thing. It's a good thing. So yeah, I'm going to turn this off now because I like my yolk still a little runny. Yeah, so I will have this meal number 1, and I will see you back at, I'm going to make some beef soup at lunch. So with my beef jello and noodles and stuff. So come back to see that, and it may or may not be the last meal that I have today. I'm not sure yet. We'll see how it goes with how hungry I am later. Okay, see you in the next segment. Hi everyone, I'm back to make my second meal of the day. It's about 2 o'clock. So what I'm going to make is some soup, and I'm going to use the boneless rib meat that I made in my prep video the other day. I don't know if you saw that or not, so I will link it below. So basically it's just these chunks of boneless rib fingers, and I cooked them in the Instant Pot, and that was it. So I also, at the same time, when I cooked them in the Instant Pot, afterwards I drained off the liquid. So you can see I have quite a bit of fat layer here. I'm going to try to get that off into this jar, because what I want for my soup is I want the beef jello that's underneath the fat. So I am going to just try to break off these chunks and keep the jello. Oh, I might need a bigger jar. So I will get that later. And in the meantime, yeah, I'm gonna need another jar. That's okay. I'll just let it rest here for a moment. So what's left is this kind of jello, and it is full of collagen, and full of flavor too. That's why I like to use it. So I'm going to dump some of this in here. You know, however much I think I might eat today. That looks good. Maybe an extra. And I'm just going to turn on some heat and put in just a little bit of this jello. I'm also going to add some noodles. These noodles I made the other day. I did it on YouTube. These are the egg fast noodles. They're also good for beef, bacon, butter, and eggs, because all I used to make them was eggs, butter, mayo, and salt. So I'll link all those videos and recipes below. And I'm just going to let that heat up. And I want it to be pretty much cooked before I add the noodles. So I'm just going to grab a bowl. So the reason I'm putting this in the jar while we're waiting is because this can be used for you know, cooking eggs or anything really. These rib fingers are also full of collagen, and they're super tender. They're really good. My favorite way to use the beef jello is with hamburger meat, like ground beef. I just like it just like that. I just fry up some hamburger meat, add some of this, and it's so good. I love when I have all these things that I've prepped in the fridge and I can just pull them out, put a quick meal together, get back to work. There's no downtime. I'm just gonna store this in here for now. Deal with it later. I have to find another jar. And I think these are gonna be nice and hot. And just towards the end, I'm just gonna throw in some of these noodles. The noodles are fully cooked, so you just need to have them warmed through, and that's it. They are way sturdier than you think they should be, considering what they're made of, but they hold together nicely. Okay, that is ready. I might actually just make the noodles a little shorter. I'm gonna cut them so they're easier to eat. I don't know if that helped or not. All right. So here is my lunch. I'm just going to put it in my bowl. And there's my beef noodle soup. Perfect BBBE lunch. This could be my only other meal today. I'll have to see how I feel later because it's after 2 and you know, I'm not starving, but you know, who knows, right? If I'm hungry later, then I'll bring you back to show you what I have. All right, see you in the next segment. Hi everyone, I'm back. So I'm not really all that hungry. I'm having a very light dinner. I'm just having 2 pieces of protein bread. I'm still working on this recipe, but it's actually not bad. And some of my carnivore crisps, actually Anita crisps. They're not really carnivore crisps. These are the ones I made in the video the other day. I'll link that below in case you missed it, because I saved a fortune making them myself, and I go through all that cost and, you know, comparison and everything. So I'm just, yeah, I'm just gonna put some butter on this. Okay, so there's my dinner. That's what I'm having. And I will try to do another day. I've got this bread coming up. That should be on a video soon. And I'm not quite, you know, we're in the process of moving and packing and all that stuff. So yes, I know. Teddy wants to have a little piece. So, not sure exactly when the next video will be. I know I keep saying that, and then I keep doing another video. As long as I can still fit them in, I'll continue to do a couple here and there. So this was a day of beef, butter, bacon, and eggs, and I'll just put a little summary chart in the video notes about everything I ate today. On BBBE, there's no macro counting and all that other stuff, so you know, it's pretty close to 0 carb eating because it's carnivore basically. So yeah, I will see you guys soon, and I hope you have a good week, and I'll see you on the next video.